welcome to the Demo Dive, where I live stream myself digging through Steam's demo tag to sort the trash from the treasure. I am CB, and I am so done with this week. Given that I have reached this state of being on a Friday, I guess it could be worse. I have a whole lot of human-coded adulting under my proverbial belt at the moment. Signing up for postal voting again because our local voting station isn't the most accessible building in the world. Big grocery order arrived with everything I could need for batch cooking for weeks. And an eye exam on Monday because I probably need new glasses. And I'm getting new pillows because mine are ancient and flat. And seriously, I should be replacing my pillows more often than my damn mattress. Behold, adulting. Anyway, all that is not for right now. Now is the basking in a job well done time, and also the gaming time. With what little free time I've had between the human-coded day job and the human-coded adulting, I've had fairly limited time to delve into the Steam Next Fest, but I did dig up some interesting looking demos, though some are probably more fun to be watching stream than others. One, though, took my attention off may or may not, at least partly because I think the puns from that former one might kill me at this point. What I have is a story-rich CRPG thriller called Zero Parades for Dead Spies by Zaum. If that sounds vaguely familiar, if I'm pronouncing it right anyway, you might be more familiar with them as the creators of Disco Elysium. Now, full disclosure, I am one of the few people on the planet who didn't like Disco Elysium. This is not the same as me thinking it's a bad game, by the way. It was really interesting in terms of both mechanics and storyline. Just the storyline kind of left me feeling like I was playing a semi-lucid fever dream, which I found frustrating, and I ran into enough you can't do that right now that I got even more frustrated, so it was not for me. Zero Parades also looks interesting, and I'm hoping it'll be approachable enough for me to experience what the devs very clearly have to offer. So let's see if Disco Elysium just missed me, or if the devs are along the same level of they make things that aren't for me as From Software. Though in all fairness, From Software would very much be for me if they had an easy mode, but that's not their deal, so. Anyway, sitting comfortably? Good. Then we'll begin. Initial settings, resolution, display mode. I switched off the analytics data. I'm never entirely sure what VSync means, but I'll leave it alone. Okay. Ooh. I'll try to see what I did that got that change in screen, but what kind of spy are you? Custom character not available in demo. Kinetic? Oh, so it really is very much the kind of thing that they did with Disco Elysium. You excel in physical conditioning and applied violence. Emotions thwart you. An engineer of the human soul. Spiritually vast. Mentally undeveloped. Baseline biped. Neighborhood darling. Cognitive lightweight. Your cognitive powers make up for your frail body. A big brain in a glass jar. Analytical. Yeah, that's kind of me. Yeah, I honestly don't know what to think as far as that in particular goes, but it sounds like they've got, at the very least, they're going by the same ideas as Disco Elysium did, at least in terms of character development. I don't know enough about what happened between Zaum and the actual creators of Disco Elysium, particularly given that it feels like they're holding on to some of the group-developed intellectual property just from this kind of situation. It's something to look into, but you know, I appreciate it. I was gonna look it up later, but because reading the entire definition of VSync on stream was not my idea of a good time. But everybody's talking at me. It's great to have people in the chat, but none of it's about the game. Well, the thing about the devs, the actual human devs, rather than the dev company, is I don't know what to think about that. I remember there was something going on a while back about the actual creators, and it all got very, very confusing. So I don't really know what to think about that, and I don't know what they kept, what they're doing. That's something else I should probably look up. And if you copy paste another definition at me, I am not going to be very pleased. Well, all I can really do is see, at least on the ground, what they're doing without those original creators and look into it. Yeah, my entire thing is very much between charisma and the charismatic or the analytical. But for me, it's probably going to be analytical. Hi, Trinket. Please give Trinket scritches for me. I'm going to go with analytical. I poke the Jenga Tower of Logic, and I can't. I can play bears of very little brain, so to speak, but I don't enjoy it very much all the time. It's much more fun in actual roleplay. Ethan can probably attest to that. Okay, raise an action skill to train your body and its impulses. Oh, good lord. Right. So, coordination. Different parts of your body acting in concert. When you could do more than a single... Well, you must do more than a single you could. The uncontrolled aspects of your physicality unleash raw impulses. Your perception of the phenomenal world. Receive reports from your senses. For any action you'd rather go undetected. Advanced covert spy techniques. Centers. Skill. Wait. How do I... Okay, but that's fine, but... Ah, there we go. You have to hold. It could tell you that you have to hold, because I'm used to point and click. Yeah, sorry. Every time I think of strong of arm, dumb of ass, I keep thinking parkour, motherfuckers. Our Ethan was great with that one. Only word of more than 2 syllables that particular orc knew. Right. Let's see, blueprints. Your understanding of the city and how people use it. Decipher the surroundings to your advantage. Read the room and act before anyone else. See telltale signs in body language. Stay on target. Keep calm under pressure. Hide your feelings from the world. Understand what motivates people, including yourself. See the person underneath. Societal force embodied in presence and coercion. Command and intimidate others. Cold read, I think. Intellect skill. Spooky action across this plane and beyond. Gain insight from elsewhere. Deductive reasoning, the rational side of your mind. Find the order in everything. Your ability to see and express what others can't. Engage your creative engine. The totality of facts and memories about the world. Understand the present through the past. Or make systems and machines bend to your will. Apply your technical expertise. So it's either... Basically, it's either deductive reasoning or expressing things, I think. Expressing things. Begin. Okay, what do we have? The beginning of the war will be secret. Jenny Holzer. Yeah, I could have gone either way, but
I was a spy. She was brilliant, erratic, cursed, an anti-personnel mine in human form. Her friends called her Herschel, but for her controllers, she was Cascade.
Your name and your cryptonym. A dead limb twitches.
was she good at her job? What kind of friend was she?
The abandoning kind. One by one, she watched her friends go out like distant lights.
What became of this Cascade?
Portofino 91. The whole sick crew. A disaster untold. The black page in the official records.
Anxiety raised +1, okay.
The memory hums. An exposed wire.
Yeah, this is still the semi-lucid fever dream feel. Okay, my greatest failure, let's doing it. No sense in rehashing the past. Nah, no sense in
None
rehashing
at
the
all.
past.
Yet here we are, standing over the smashed and leaking world.
The world, how did it get that way?
Some fool dropped it. One of ours, probably.
Someone dropped the world? No, I'm going with what I know. Sometimes it's easier to go with my strengths on a game like this because then I'm not having to yell at at the screen, not giving me the options I would want. If you see what I mean. Right. What about Cascade? What happened after 91?
She was recalled. They put her in the freezer. Forever, most thought. Even in those
They were
dark
wrong.
days, there were whispers among the lower sub-levels, where they keep the true believers. Don't count Cascade out. 5 years passed. A little more of the world leaked out of itself. Cascade's controllers ordered her back to Portofino.
My friends decided to give me another chance. What changed when I sent me back?
It wasn't your friends. It was me.
Okay. I'm getting anxiety out the ass, so that's definitely self-insert.
There's a new assignment, Cascade. I was supposed to give you the brief.
I'm here. Where are you?
Here, in an armchair in a safe house above a 24-hour photo shop in the city-state of Portofino.
Who'd you say you were?
No one special. Just an arm-like sack of cytoplasm, a special move unique to single-cell organisms.
What? What the hell?
But before that, I was like you, a spy for the People's Republics. One of the varieties of mankind. This is a dangerous place, Cascade. I should never have come.
Why? What happened to
I
you?
got caught with my pants down.
Are we talking literally or figuratively here?
On the plus side, I no longer have to worry about independent thought or movement.
What?
This was the human game, and he played it poorly. Time to give up his sea.
Hold on, how are we talking right now? I'm sorry we never got to know each other. No, we're just getting started. We can pull it back. Stuff happens, you know? Hold on, how are we talking
We're
right now?
not. This is all you. Conversing with your own mental projections. Reconciling the dissonance inherent to your role. Like you were trained to do.
Okay.
Just one of the neat tricks you've learned to keep yourself alive in theater. There are many others still to come.
What's your perspective, pseudopod?
Life is beautiful, cruel, full of hidden cues that I missed. Maybe next time.
No, we're just getting started.
Too
We can
late,
pull it back.
Brent. I'm smashed and leaking. Whatever happens has already happened.
Excuse me? Okay, the fuck? Okay, how do we interact with things? You're telling me jack all. Ah, here we go. Dishes, recently washed. Let's, The toilet seat is up. Well, I don't have any option to do anything about that, so... Nearly identical sets of shirts and trousers, ironed and folded. We have a bit of tidy. This is the door you came in from. Okay, so... What's this? He was like this when you came in. Yes, but what do I do?
Displayed on the chair before you is a man, approximately mid-30s. His chest rises and falls in steady rhythm as he stares beyond you, unblinking. Alive, yet not alive.
Every spy for the Operant Bureau is assigned a partner. They're doubled. This man was meant to be yours.
A pair of headphones have slipped partway off his head, connected to a stereo system beside him. No response. His eyes are still fixed glassily on the ceiling. The pupils quiver like a failing heartbeat. Cream paint, peeling slightly. A small room in a city past its prime. Nothing to suggest why the man is so interested in it. You get no response. No flinch. No twitch.
Okay, that's an interesting discrepancy between the text and the voice acting. The film is monochrome and silent. The only soundtrack is the low hum of the projector as the celluloid rushes from its spool. What?
As you stare down at him, the man begins to draw.
The green of long corroded copper. There is charged empty space behind his eyes, like a room that someone has left for the last time. As for the face around the eyes, his jaw hangs slack, his glasses askew. The lopsided headphones accentuate a large bald spot atop his crown.
Horn-rimmed glasses, impeccably dialectical, more commonly found on book sleeve portraits of men decades his senior.
I'm not going to... There's this thing where, like, I get that they're playing with a whole lot of concepts, but some of it is dehumanizing as hell.
You leave him exactly as you found him. For the best, this husk could well be cursed.
Cursed yet? Oh boy. Study
Stiff
clothes.
collared shirt, a snug brown jacket, and nothing below the waist but a pair of red briefs.
Why is he wandering around in his underwear? White spindles of leg hit your vision like a pair of flashbangs. Okay. Mayday, visuals lost, visuals lost. Must be a natural defense system. Maybe this is how a man reclines these days, or is this a self-abuse? Oh my god. Why am I doing this? Fuck it. Maybe this is how a man reclines these
And
days.
to think, your superiors expected you both to share this enclosed space with tendencies like this.
As your eyes reach his feet, you notice that the man is also wearing 3 layers of socks, each slightly shorter than the one beneath it. What the ever-loving fuck? For some reason, this detail strikes you as very sad. I mean, in all fairness, apparently most of the heat you lose is through hands, feet, head, and given the bald spot, he'd probably be better off with, like, bobble hat or something. But no, apparently we're just doing the socks. Well fortified, commendable, some kind of bizarre personal ritual, no doubt. Maybe he overheated and had to lose the trousers to cups. Oh my god. This is game of it is another one of semi-lucid fever dreaming of what the fuck am I doing? Well fortified, commendable. Socks are obviously important to this man. Check the area around him.
There is no smell of alcohol, nor any open containers. No drug paraphernalia either. Just a loose cord trailing to the stereo system. Like a cosmonaut's safety tether.
Okay, check his vitals.
Your fingers detect a low, steady hum where jaw meets neck. Elevated, but not critical. When in theatre, an operant must always prepare to be assassinated. Of course, it is better not to be killed.
But he's not dead yet. Someone tried to take him out. Botched suicide. Seems medical. I'm not seeing that somebody tried to take him out exactly. He's not dead yet.
Then the body is disobedient.
What?
Must be brought to order. The man's eyes glisten.
Bah!
Bright red veins blossom around their edges.
Status effect gained anxious. What in the ever-loving fuck does that actually mean? I've let him down. This must be some kind of setup. First impression, I can't work with this. Maybe this is a chrysalis stage of what? First impression, I can't work with this.
There may be little opportunity for a second, based on the current visual. However he ended up like this, the result is the same. Operant down.
For as long as he lies here, dead dreaming in a strange city, you are the final friend he has. The assignment brief, man, you've got to have it. Search him for clues. I'll do what I can for you, pseudopod. Search him for clues. Fuck it.
Clipped to the inside flap of his jacket, you find a laminated badge, emblazoned with the crest of the Import-Export Bureau of the People's Republic of Kohila. The name reads Esteman T. Below that, a title, Imports Lead.
Him ex-lead hosiery. Like, socks.
Sock Merchant, one of the opera's most battle-tested covers.
What? Whoa, hold up, lead? That explains the 3 pair of socks. Soft, anything else in his pockets. Fuck it. There are 3 other things of note. A slip of paper, a business card, and a rock-hard piece of candy. Slip of paper. It's a purchase order for 10 socks made out to Carmuna Pessoa Fashions and Garments Bootleg Bazaar. No coordinates found. Some kind of marketplace, but not one you've ever been to. This must be assignment adjacent. It's a good place to start. Also, you're only 1 currently. Your decommissioned double has been making contacts using his cover. What it says about the reason you're here remains less clear. This is not a real order. It's a sympathy order. He obviously made an impression on this Carmuna. Hold on to this. Slip of paper grows heavy in your hand. It feels like a baton? What? Why? Examine the business card. The card is cheap and scuffed. It reads, all you need is miracle above a cartoonish image of disembodied lips and a phone receiver.
Notably absent is an actual phone number.
On the other side, there's an indecipherable scribble. Whatever's written seems to begin with a D.
Into your pocket it goes.
Enough rifling. The assignment brief, man. You've got
Not
to have
even
it.
a flicker of a response.
Yep.
The people's spy cannot be caught shirking. Time to escalate.
Okay. I don't think I can. Leaning pass. Pulse. 1 pulse present. On by order of the party. Clearly non-responsive. Cannot exert. Anxiety elevated. So I can't... Oh. Oh! I don't know what the fuck that was, but... Following the statehood. I don't know what the fuck the statehood
Your
is.
double has deserted the track before the starting gun. Will you stand for it?
His silence, what it says in the text is his silence is politically suspect, fast becoming a crime against the party. Will you stand for it? Will he? All I need is a few words. I'll even take the gist.
Pathetic.
Come on, I know it's in there. He rocks gently, giving away nothing. Enough of this reactionary angle of responses. Up he comes. I don't know what statehood is exactly.
The man's breath gargles softly in his throat as you yank him upwards.
He is heavier than he looks. Just say something. Look, Pseudopod, I'm sorry about this, but I need to know what we're doing here. You can tell me, or you can tell the party's disciplinary commission. Fuck it, I need to know what we're doing here. His head lolls on its neck hinge. If you didn't know any better, you would say his deserted eyes seemed to be urging you in the direction of the bathroom. That's more like it. Put him back in the chair. Okay. This non-reaction is alarmingly reactionary. If keeping him is no gain, then losing him is no deficit. Onwards, the unassigned assignment is now yours alone. So I look forward to working together. I just had a massive dissociative episode. Very intense. You were talking to me. Your thoughts on this operand, if any?
The man's head slips 2 centimeters to the left. His jaw slides with it.
Let's check back in later. I'll do what I can. Your double didn't notice your arrival. He doesn't notice your departure either. The air in the room is dead weight heavy. Okay. So something in the bathroom.
A pair of men's trousers are hung delicately over the shower rail. If Pseudopod's pants were attempting to flee the scene, they did not make it very far.
Hey, look! You might be right about the TSW thing. The pants are apparently fleeing. Examine the trousers.
Brown, shapeless, they are utterly unremarkable.
Search the pockets.
Front and back pockets are completely empty, except for a few pieces of lint.
Okay.
Your hoist-in must have compressed his lungs somehow. Unless you discover a small extra pocket inside the front right pocket.
Why are men's trousers
You
so
slip
weird?
2 fingers inside and come away with a neatly folded sheet of paper.
Hello
The
there.
page is notebook-sized and perforated along one edge. It reads, THA space 7 LES APR space 032 space WIFO space 9W space TBGFLW25. Half a cipher. The language of spies. You've carried papers like this, folded up and hidden away in secret pockets and compartments. Totally meaningless, yet no meaning can be made without it.
This is one-time
Good
key.
to unlock a single enciphered message. You just need to locate the other half.
Why were they
One
hanging in
of
the bathroom?
many mysteries concerning men's trousers. He was trying to smooth out creases with shower steam.
A phone begins to ring. Okay.
You pick up the phone. The handset vibrates in your palm.
Hello?
Before you even finish speaking the word, the device connected to your phone base splits it into 256,000 encrypted fragments. The magic box. One of the proudest achievements of the opera's technical services office. Half a world away, a familiar voice splits into a corresponding number of fragments before coalescing again by your ear.
Please tell me you have good news.
The voice of authority.
I don't know what the statehood thing is.
Otherwise known as your controller.
Operant, you made it. Your voice hasn't changed.
Her voice is just as you remember.
We'll get to catch-ups later. Put pseudopod on the line.
You glance over at the man in the chair. A snail's trail of dried saliva glints on the side of his chin. You feel your mind starting to spin up. 5,000 revolutions per minute.
Something is very wrong with him. He's breathing, non-responsive. More than that, I can't say.
For a moment, no one says anything. There's no sound at all, save for the blood in your ear and the electrostatic hum of the ultra-long distance connection.
Has he been zeroed out?
Meaning eliminated, killed, rendered inoperant. The language of distance, a measure of cotton to muffle the fear.
He's not wearing pants. I don't know if that's related. It's fine. I've got it. I just need a little time. I have no idea. It was like... I found a card for a phone line.
That doesn't tell us much. What else?
I found a one-time key in his
The
trousers.
key is worthless without the ciphertext that goes with it.
Purchase order in his
So
jacket
what?
pocket.
Your cover was meant to be sock importers.
He's also wearing 3 pairs.
Okay, that is strange, but I don't see what it's got to do with his condition.
I have no idea. I just don't have
We're
anything
not
else to go
getting
on.
anywhere with this. I'll ask one more time. Is your double?
Zeroed
You
out.
must speak the word. She cannot make... Once you say it, there's no going back. The momentum of events will overtake you.
He might still be in there
Cascade.
somewhere.
Is your double zeroed out?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. It's easier.
All right, fine.
Right.
I don't have any choices here.
I wonder which it is. Have our enemies blown us up already? Or is this just another day at the basement's massage parlor of spy services?
What?
Fucking hell. The opera's going to hang me by the toes.
What?
For you, it's back to satellite facility B.
Soothe yourself by choosing a skill to learn. What the fuck? This is... So I can't do anything so far except get a bunch of unrelated clues and raise my fucking anxiety? Fuck it. Lower statehood skill. Fuck it, I don't care. Ugh. The opera's gonna hang me by the toes. For you, it's back to satellite facility B.
AKA the freezer, where the old, useless, and discredited are consigned until they're dismissed or die of despair. The freezer. Shiver. Resist.
Well, hold on, I just got in. Give me a chance here. It's way bigger than me in Pseudopod. Forget that. Spy more, spy harder. Whatever happened has already happened. It's way bigger than me in
That's
Pseudopod.
exactly the problem. You haven't got pseudopod and you haven't got the assignment either.
I tried, you wouldn't give it to
Listen
me.
This assignment is over. Effective immediately. The woman in the Photoshop downstairs, Constance. She's one of ours. Let her deal with pseudopod.
Middle-aged woman, dark hair behind the counter. You exchanged a few words when she gave you the key.
Cool, she can sub in. Fuck
As
it.
for you, we need to get you on the next aerotram out of the city.
Why?
Already your mind is settling back into familiar grooves. Old mechanisms slide and click into position. That numberless phone line may be worth investigating. Perhaps the room contains other leads as well. They won't be expecting you back in the People's Republics for several days. Plenty of time for some self-directed espionage.
You don't really expect me to leave my double like this. Mel, come on, don't do this to me. Exert. What are you doing here? What if I refuse? Let's try exerting. Yeah, how am I... There we go. Okay, it's clicking the wrong thing. Ah, shit.
There's only one possible explanation.
This is all a simulation.
Simulation. That's a new one.
Precisely what the facilitator of a simulation would be required to say.
I found your one-time key. You wanted to see if I could still handle the bit. Oh, Jesus Christ.
This must be some kind of maladapted trauma response.
You want me to think I've let it run down again, when actually I'm doing it. Oh, Christ.
There should still be flights departing for Superblock territory tonight. Make sure you're on one of them.
Sick while I
That's
refuse
great,
well.
because you're not actually supposed to do anything. This assignment is over. Get on the next tram.
Yeah, lying through my teeth, thank
If what
you.
you're saying is true, enemies abound. Don't get yourself zeroed out.
A click, and the line goes dead.
Okay. Just maybe a flash of red catches your eye.
This small table has been turned into a makeshift desk. A startlingly red folder stands out against the clutter. In the Operant Bureau's elaborate filing system, red is reserved for personnel files.
Oh, let's check the red
A
folder.
small label in the top left corner is printed with one word. Your cryptonym, Cascade. The color reminds you of pomegranate. Your hand hesitates.
Oh, I'm opening the damn
The
folder.
folder opens with a whoosh. Before you, in neat monospace type, your life is condensed to its barest elements. Name, Wilk Herschel. Cryptonym, Cascade. Born, Landau, former Republic of Mercia. Dependents, none. Pay class D2. Years of service, 14. All true. None of it useful just now.
Childhood bourgeois. History of student radicalism led to persecution by monotheist reactionaries. Fled to People's Republic of Kohila. Embraced post-historical materialism. What? Oh boy. In short, born capitalist, reborn communist. Medical record, gunshot, chest, retained bullet. 10mm pre-service. Oh boy. The bullet nuzzles your aorta. Your heartbeat flutters. So it's still in my chest. Great, okay. History of dissociative episodes and reckless action, and they hired this as a spy? Sexuality, homosexual tendencies, unconfirmed. Confirmed, where do they come up with this stuff? A vicious rumor started by my extremely horny detractor. Oh my god. Why does any of this fucking matter? Where do they come up with this stuff? Suicide risk minimal, ideation only. Technically, yeah, it's all ideation until you commit. End of list. According to this file, that's all there is to you. Raw facts cannot capture the totality of my being. This is me, but it doesn't feel like me. Anything else in here?
There's another page behind this one. It's labeled Service History. A tingle in your fingers. Your head grows lighter as you approach the crash site. In just a few words, the worst failure of your life is reduced to bureaucratic shorthand. Previous assignment, Port of Vero 88 to 91. Network, whole sick crew. Operants, Cascade. Redacted. Assets, redacted, 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 redacted.
Run your finger over the black
The
bars.
secret the Opera has elected to keep from itself.
Why does Pseudopod have this?
Obvious. The Opera wanted him to know what sort of spy he'd be working with.
Okay, read the latest entry.
Most recent assignment, November 91 to present. Satellite Facility B. The folder shuts itself with a tiny sigh. Amidst the crumpled sheets of copy paper and empty takeout containers, you find an open pack of cigarettes, Suprema mark.
Suprema 100 cheap super block export, okay.
Smokes, ease of mind, cool.
Examine the cigarettes.
There's nothing outwardly noteworthy about this pack of Suprema 100s. It's like any other found in commissaries and corner stores across the People's Republics. Except...
Here we go.
secreted neatly against the inner wall of the pack, just as you were once taught to do yourself. A crisply folded sheet of A7 paper.
It reads.
Gajupwell, Bubsquux.
Second part of the code.
Excorm, Yijizva, Digaruk, Ravux, Skilbuch, Jittabubake, Wutsup, Sift, Hugtok, Witchk, Slaw, the Truck.
The missing companion to the one-time key you discovered from Cascade still got it. One-to-one correspondence between key and text. This is a Rosetta cipher. Your heart skips a beat. Fuck it, I'll take the smokes. Why
The
not?
pack slides nicely into your pocket, as though it always belonged there.
Okay, highly favorable. Let's do this. Okay, there we go.
Letter by letter, words emerge from the mist. They speak in a voice you haven't heard for a long time.
Okay, haven't heard for a long time or unknown. Make up your mind. For Cascade, all will be forgiven? Your blood retreats, stricken cold from me. Cut off the last word. Better. This is likely not a direct message from Pseudopod, but something he was meant to pass on to you. In that way, he has succeeded. And yet, he has simultaneously pulled off a near-flawless defeat. Only your double's advancing bald spot is visible to you over the rim of the chair. We're spies, bad things happen to spies, it's no one's fault. There's no response, but that doesn't mean he's disagreeing with you.
The day beyond the window beckons you outward.
There may be some forgiveness out there. Search the desk again, why
There's
not?
nothing left in there. Neither smokes, nor secrets.
Check the cipher again, just in case. Alright, still is. Alright. Mid-range stereo system set to standby mode. Let's have a look at
Following
it.
the cord from your double's headphones, you come to a mid-sized time stereo resting on a sideboard.
A prototype 0909 50-watt with multi-disc changer. Last generation model. Designed for affordability at the expense of power and clarity. Through the translucent view panel, you see a single red disc loaded in place. On the face of the disc are the words, ultravioletta, you but from a dream, handwritten on thin strips of tape. You don't recognize the artist.
What have we
The
here?
disc is loaded, ready to tell you.
Oh, unplug the headphones and press play, why
The
not?
chunky button makes a satisfying little funk as you push it in. The plastic latch clicks into place, and the discus begins to turn. You know because the spindle is rotating, though the speakers don't produce any sound at all. The kitchen light hums and splinters momentarily. The static quiets as you reset the volume. A great relief shivers through you, though nothing has seemingly happened.
I think that might be what happened to
A
Dude, but I'm
brief
gonna...
internal hum. Then the disc slides halfway out of the machine and waits there, like it's trying to hide from you. You remove the red disc and place it into your pocket. You step away.
Inventory, journal, dossier. Okay. Inventory, smokes, call card, proof of intent to buy socks, journal. Listening to it felt strange. Okay. Aren't any finished tags, so anything else to investigate here? Pants. I guess out. Anything there? Nope. So it's just out. Enough, you're blacklisted. Take your sick little games elsewhere.
Easy, lady. I just want to develop some photographs. I'm not trying to take your innocence.
What? The woman you met on your way in, she runs the Photoshop and maintains your safe house. The man you don't recognize. That's an interesting camera he's carrying. Professional class. No consumer model. Does that poor girl even know what you're up to?
You have a wild imagination. A little photo should not count as a crime. It's not like it's a loaded gun or something.
The mention of a loaded gun stands your hairs on end. Okay. The woman casts a split-second glance in your direction, requesting assistance. Not your conflict. No need to engage. Fuck it. She don't leave, sir.
Caught in a pincer by the art police. Not a good day for pursuing my interests.
Entanglement. Where do you know him from? Decent chances. No. Where do you know him from? Let's see. How am I lucky? No. Nowhere. You've never seen this man before in your life. But that doesn't mean he hasn't seen you. Great. We have paranoia. She's probably another victim of your so-called street art.
What a full spectrum question. Perhaps you've been huffing photochemicals with this confused woman. Very well. Photo 24 can have this round. Thank you for this extreme stress I'll now carry through my day.
He gives you one more glance as he leaves, garish coat flapping behind him. Molly Mock you are not, sir. You get all walks in here. She watches him go, then looks at you. It was good of you to step in. Who was that man? Nobody. A seedy little oddity who likes making fantastical threats. He's been here before? Oh yes, skiing photographer, limited in subject. Lucky for you to only catch him on the day of his banishment. Before we get into it, I want to make one thing clear. Just because I'm working for the opera does not make me some kind of communist. Okay, the Operant Bureau, it should go without saying, is the spy service of the Superbloc, aka the Communists. Your politics are relevant to me as long as you do your job. So don't even attempt to seduce me with your post-historical dialect. What? Your double already tried his hardest. I'm here strictly for the espionage. Which reminds me, I have some funds to redistribute your stipend for the assignment. Cha-ching. While we're on the subject of allocating resources, here's that screwdriver pseudopod requested. Operant toolkit. Okay. The toolkit looks so empty, barely usable in its current state. Fortunately, it appears highly expandable. What am I supposed to do with a screwdriver? Fix the damn fax machine, of course. What? She gestures towards the monstrous off-white plastic machine behind you. You could also simply give it to Pseudopod. I'm sure he's more than capable with it. Speaking of, where is your double? She deserves to hear it from you. Do not let her find Pseudopod upstairs by herself. This woman could be a valuable source of information if you can prize it from her. Almost trivial. Find out what's going on. Cold read. Cool. Okay. Basic social engineering. First, take the target into your confidence. Special asset, it's time you learned of our meta task. Her look is wary but intrigued. 2. Turn an admirable quality into a vulnerability. Pseudopod is up for the People's Service Medal. The opera sent me to assess his stagecraft. How strange, no one said anything to me about a meta task. I'm telling you right now, this was happening here. The opera's ways are its own. I want you to tell me about Pseudopod's movements, who he's spoken with, everything about the assignment he shared with you. 3. Exploit, exploit, exploit! I understand. This is a test to check our information security. I'll have you know Pseudopod's not told me anything. He's kept it intensely tight. Disappointing. Pseudopod assured me you're extremely observant. Look, Constance, he's very close. My report could be what puts him over the top. But I really don't know. Have you tried the bootleg bazaar? He was down there yesterday. The bootleg bazaar, that matches the purchase order you found on his body. What was Pseudopod looking for there? He said he intended to interview some of the vendors. I can't tell you what he was after precisely. There, your double's passed the baton to you. Find out what brought him to this bazaar and you'll be one step closer to your assignment. How do I get to this bazaar? You can practically see it from the front door. Due south in the ruins of the old Essilk factory. Head west from the roundabout. If by some chance you find yourself in Party Alley, it means you've gone the wrong way. Very good. Thank you, Constance. I hope you write Pseudopod a glowing report. From what I've seen so far, he certainly deserves it. Was there anything else? Are we alone here? Any other tenants I need to worry about? What's your opinion on the assignment? What's wrong with the fax machine exactly? I need some help finding my way around. I want to know what this miracle is about.
I certainly don't. It looks rather flirtatious.
My interest in it is purely professional.
Business attracts itself. You might try one of the bars along Party Alley.
To the west and the north. She doesn't go there herself if she can help it, though this shop is directly on the district's border. What's wrong with the fax machine exactly?
It's that little amber light. It means out of order, and I haven't been able to get green, meaning in order.
Okay.
Just looking at that thing causes you to take psychic damage. Best stay away.
Pseudopod assured me this machine was a vital tool of communication, as precious to our work as the magic box we installed on your room phone.
That thing looks evil. I want nothing to do with it. No one told me anything about a fax machine. What do you expect me to do? Fuck it.
That's precisely the problem. I don't want anything to do with it either. You've received all sorts of technical training, I presume. I would think getting a little light to turn green should be well within your powers.
A dread beast humming with dormant power. A handless scribe. It just needs to be soothed.
What's your opinion on the assignment? Just your general impressions, line.
Granted, this is only my debut, but it seems to me that something's very amiss. No matter what we do, nothing appears to go according to plan. Pseudopod says it's all part of the work, but it gives me a rather unsettled feeling.
Yeah, we've gotten off to a bad start, no
A bit
denying
early
it.
for such a declaration, isn't it? You've only just arrived.
Yeah, that would be... there's only one other thing. Something's wrong with him. He's completely non-responsive. My god, you're saying he's... I can't say. It was like that when I found him. Shock. Bewilderment. Your cue. What do we do? First off, when did you last see him? Yesterday, when he returned for the evening. He looked distressed, like he was shouldering a great burden. Sort of burden. Must have been the assignment, I'm sure. You mean he looked depressed? No, not depressed. This isn't getting anywhere. Pseudopod was a very good teacher. He said it would fall on me to see after any operants who were incapacitated in theater. I wonder, did he ever suspect he was talking about himself? Does anyone else have access upstairs? Absolutely not. No one's been upstairs except yourself and Pseudopod. The aggressive man says she'd been huffing photochemicals, perhaps an ether addict. You're certain no aggressive locals with fancy camera? I can assure you, operant. Oh dear, I could use a rag. I found this in the stereo upstairs. I've never seen it before. Do you know a band called Ultravioletta? No, I don't pay attention to all that. Music is very overrated, in my opinion. Okay? All music? Inhuman. Haven't had a chance. I see. Maybe that's a good place to start. I mean, I was lying, because I tried. Must say it doesn't look like a regular disc like you buy at the shops. This looks more like a bootleg. What do you think happened? I haven't the faintest idea. I'm adrift. Pseudopod struck me as an absolute professional and very cautious. Your double's condition is of secondary importance. First order remains figuring out what your assignment was meant to be. Of course, if you could restore him to himself, perhaps he could brief you, as he was the plan. I suppose I could move him to the spare room down here. That way I can keep an eye on him. We need to talk to a doctor. A doctor, right. Dr. Hugo would help. He runs a houseboat clinic in the back ways to the west of the Bootleg Bazaar. Far end of the docks past the waterlock. Right, I'll leave him to you then. Are we alone here? Are there any other tenants I need to worry about? No, it's very secure, just the three of us. Upstairs, your double twitches. Electrical reflex running to a dead switchboard. Nosy customers? Most people prefer drop-off and pick-up for their film and prints. No one's ever in here for very long. And how's that special asset? I don't care if she's married or has children. And how's the special asset liminal class life treating you, Constance?
I don't presume to know the inner workings of the opera, but I have to think I could be better utilized.
Okay, how do you mean?
Of course, I'm happy with the tasks I've been assigned thus far. Keeping a safe house is a major responsibility, but I have other skills, you know.
Such as?
Chemistry, for one. I have an entire photo lab back here with access to all kinds of toxic chemicals and powders. And yet I doubt anyone would suspect a woman like me of, say, poisoning someone.
Oh, gods, this one is... I mean, on one level, yes, but on the other hand, yes, they would suspect you because you are the one with the access to the toxic chemicals, which I'm assuming in this world they can test for, same as here. And also, we are not running a James Bond, or it's probably even dumber than James Bond, to be fair, what's going on in her head. We're not TV spies, okay? You're not...
The assignment required it.
This is a woman who's planned countless perfect murders in her idle hours.
Oh, that's extremely useful to know.
I'm not saying I hope it comes to that, just if it does.
I'll head for the bazaar and see what I can find. Before you do, I understand this is your first time back in theater for some time. She hesitates, a little shy all of a sudden. Yes? I just wanted to say welcome back to the opera. Okay. She spends slow afternoons rearranging the postcards under glass. Okay, what's this? Swimming lessons with Paolo. Bin day is now bi-weekly. Parakeets for sale. Holiday cards, 97, pre-order. What's this? One of the fuses is held together with a coin. Okay. Right. And I've been at this for an hour, and yeah, it's a little more grounded than Disco Elysium. I mean, it doesn't put me off as much, but it still puts me off a little. I appreciate the mechanics to a point, but I think it's trying, for me anyway, I think it's trying to do too many things at once. I think that might be my issue with the entire setup with this kind of setup. It's clever and does some very interesting things, but that also means that it's liable to be one of those very polarizing things. This is not a meh, I'm just playing it game. This is something that requires a lot of focus on all ends. Weirdly, I think the closest analog I can think of from a tabletop perspective, etc., is literally Call of Cthulhu, because you're trying to do actions and you're balancing that off against sanity loss. Which, okay, fine, great mechanic, but it constrains in a way that, depending on what your experience of video games is and what you like in video games, might not necessarily be your cup of tea. Like, if, particularly in that first sequence where it seemed like breathing wrong built up your anxiety, and for a good half hour, that was all you got to do. Poke at things and pray whatever you chose didn't increase your anxiety. And all of a sudden, boom, you have to drop an ability score just to be able to function. I can see what they meant. Everybody who's complained about Rue Valley, that Rue Valley is like Disco Elysium Light, because you do start off with a whole bunch of mental conditions, effectively, that limit your abilities. Rue Valley, of course, is a little bit iffy because you start with one, but at least you get the satisfaction of earning out of it, instead of in something like this where all of a sudden you're hit over the head with you need to reduce a skill to be able to actually function. It's kind of going topsy-turvy. But this feels like the devs are still hanging on to crapsack world where very, very often things are not going to go right. So if you want a game that is very much succeeding against impossible odds, which I admit I kind of like, at least in part because, I mean, look at it out there. It's not going to be for something that you play if you want hope and accomplishment and the best you can do, it feels like, at least based on the first hour or so of play, is to not get fucked over too badly. And, if I want that, minus the pseudo-intellectualism, I can just go outside. And I don't know if it's pseudo-intellectualism or just try-hard intellectualism. And I think that's the other thing that also put me off Disco Elysium and has kind of put me off a bit here. Less so, because again, more grounded, but it feels like the writers are desperate to show you how clever and intellectual and beat poet they are. And it interferes with the actual action, which I don't think is what they're there for exactly. So it's very much I can see what they're doing, and they have succeeded in what they intended to do quite well, as far as I can tell. But what they are doing is not something that I personally would seek out. It was worth a try, and they do seem to be getting more into the kind of just breathing will get you fucked over that I can cope with. Because I can cope with Scarlet Hollow doing that to me, more or less. But this is. I think it's the difference between this is the story, isn't this awesome, and aren't we clever? You know, Black Tabby just has this is the story. Everything is fucked. Welcome to it. And this is oh ho ho, look at how clever we are. We are too clever to be doing any of this uh, uh, hope and optimism bullshit. Fucking hell. Like I say, if I want neurospicy and crap sack, I'll just go outside. Actually, I don't for the neurospicy. I don't even have to go outside. I just have it right in here. But that's just me. This one's coming out sometime next year. I don't know how long the demo is going to be up, but I don't think it's going to vanish just because the next fest is over. So if you like the look of it, wanted to try a different set of skills, a different approach, whatever, maybe you have a poke at the demo, see if you like the feel and whether or not it's for you. Because remember, for all I talk halfway knowledgeably about this, it's still my opinion, and my opinion is not the be all and end all. And sometimes the feel of actually playing it actually makes or breaks your enjoyment, because just watching what I do and listening to me, in this particular case, bitch, is no substitute for trying out the games. So, try before you buy wherever possible. For those who like a text-based and digression-free review, that'll be up on my Ko-fi page shortly. Never a paywall. I do it for the love of the games, but, toss some folks in my general direction if you like what I do. I like the company. The review will have the embedded VOD, which will also be on YouTube to join my gallery of epic, ridiculous, and more than often profane flail, in case you joined late or just fancy coming back to it later. This Sunday is one of my free Sundays. So my tradition of coming up with either a longer demo or the beginning of a full game continues. And as I promised my sib from another crib, I'm finally touching the Monster Hunter franchise, specifically with the trial version of Monster Hunter Stories 3. I normally stick with indie games, because let's face it, Capcom doesn't need the help, but I can make an exception just this once. Besides, my first experience with this franchise I keep hearing about, but would probably struggle with in anything but the stories games, should be fun, or at least fun to watch, so I hope to see you there. Until then, or until next, have a good one.